You wanted the best, and you got the best. The hottest band in the multiverse, Kiss. And we've made it up to October 17th, 1989, with the release of Hot in the Shade. I really like this album too, and this was the last album with Eric Carr before his death, November 24th, 1991. He died of heart cancer, or complications from heart cancer. Very, very sad, but these things happen to all of us eventually. So the interior of this one is one of those big 6-page fold-outs, and it's mostly just lyrics. And here's the credits. We'll show you the credits at least. But yeah, and showing you the disc now. This is one of the few discs, the Kiss disc that I have. It's not just a silver face with printing on it. We actually got us some graphic artwork on that one. And then looking at the back, these tracks are extremely hard to read on that background. But we've got Rise to It, Betrayed, Hide Your Heart, which I'll talk about some here in just a minute, Prisoner of Love, Read My Body, Love's a Slap in the Face, Forever, Silver Spoon, Cadillac Dreams, King of Hearts, The Street Giveth and the Street Taketh Away. You love me to hate me, you love me to hate you. Get it out. Somewhere Between Heaven and Hell, Little Caesar, and Boomerang. Now, Little Caesar is the only time that Eric Carr sang an original Kiss song. He did do, a vocal overdub for Beth, and he does some background vocals on Revenge. We'll talk about that when we get there. But I definitely wanted to point that out, that this Little Caesar is the only time he did original vocals for a Kiss song. Tommy Thayer, who would soon be the guitarist after Ace leaves in the second time, he co-wrote Betrayed and The Street Giveth and the Street Taketh Away. And now talking about Hide Your Heart, that was an interesting song. It's written by Paul Stanley, Desmond Child, and Holly Knight, and was first recorded by Bonnie Tyler in '88 because Kiss passed on it on Crazy Nights. That's when they was first presented with it. But in 1989, Molly Hatchet actually did a cover of it on their Lightning Strikes Twice release. You'll see it, let's see, I think it was on side 2, third song, Hide Your Heart. And then after that, Ace Frehley did a cover of it on Trouble Walkin'. And you can see there he had it as track 4 on that Trouble Walkin'. And that only came out like 3 weeks before Hot in the Shade did. So it's kind of interesting there. And then, Kiss covered, didn't cover it, but finally did their own song. And then there was a artist named Robin Beck who did a version of it after Kiss, even, in that same year. So yeah, they really got some mileage out of that one. So next up, we've got Revenge, which I absolutely love this album. I thought this was the best album since Rock and Roll Over. And no, I'm not exaggerating. That was my personal opinion of this. And Revenge came out May 19th, 1992. We now have Eric Singer on the drums. Eric Carr was involved with a little bit of the production. He sang background vocals on God Gave Rock and Roll to You, and I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Let's finish looking over the booklet here before we get in too much detail there, but that's the new band there until the reunion. And then we got a little bit more artwork here on the inside. Not much, but a little bit. and some credits. And then we've got lyric sheets, and then we've got another nice gatefold photo here of the band. Paul's not looking particularly happy there. But I guess they all were trying to put on a mean face for, you know, the title's Revenge after all. Revenge against who and for what, I have no idea. Then we got some more lyrics and some more lyrics. And that's about it for the booklet there. Now the disc is a little bit more in line with the earlier stuff. You can see me a little, but I'm fuzzy because it's got like a frost over that to kill down some of that shine and glare. But you can still see the rig really well in it. Then we've got a repeat of that back cover shot on the back here. And then going over the songs, we've got Unholy, Take It Off, Tough Love, Spit, God Gave Rock and Roll to You Too. And we'll talk about that in a second. Domino, Heart of Chrome, Thou Shalt Not, Every Time I Look at You, Paralyzed, I Just Wanna, and the Car Jam, 1981. So, like I said, this was the first full album with Eric Singer. And on Car Jam 1981, here, Bruce Kulick overdubbed guitar work over on top of Ace's guitar work. Now, the main riff from this song, if it sounds familiar to you, became the song Breakout on Fraley's 1987 Fraley's Comet release. God Gave Rock and Roll to You was originally done by Argent in 1973. Kiss rewrote some of the lyrics, hence the two. It's the same song, just some slightly different lyrics. And that was done for Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. And like I said, it does have Eric Carr singing background vocals on that as well. That and Car Jam is the only tracks he appears on here that I'm aware of. But in the movie, it's got a 40-second Steve Vai guitar solo, and that's not found on this version on the CD. I'm not sure about the movie soundtrack, but in the film itself, yeah, there's a 40-second guitar solo that isn't on here. And Tommy Thayer plays, does not play, but provided background vocals with Jamie St. John even on that track. And Dick Wagner makes an appearance again on this album too. Every Time I Look at You, he plays guitar on. You might remember him from Destroyer and some of the guitar work that he did on that release. And Kevin Valentine plays drums on Take It Off and all of Psycho Circus except for the one track with Chris. So that takes us up to let me get my stuff together here. May 18th, 1993, one day shy of a full year later, and we got Kiss Alive 3. So very, very cool release here. And Kiss Alive 3 had Bruce Kulick and Eric Singer. That was the official band at that time. And opening it up, we got lots of cool artwork on the inside to see on this one. Gene spitting fire. And I remember last time I saw Kiss, I was right off to the left side of the stage, and I could feel the heat off of Gene's fireball when he spit it. It was amazingly cool. We got the old Bruce Kulick there, Paul Stanley, and then the new Eric Singer. Well, I guess not new guy, but semi-new guy. And then on the back here, we've got a nice group shot of them and some statement from the band there, if you care to pause and read that. And then we got just a one name autograph from all of them. In the back shows another shot of the lighting, mainly, of the stage, which Kiss always had really great stages, great stage shows. Always a big production. They were about the show, you know. The music was great, in my personal opinion, but it's all about the show. Now here, this might be a little hard for us to try and film and especially look over. But it's one of those family trees, you know, showing you where all the members in the band came from and where they went to afterwards. But you know, this would definitely, if you're really seriously interested in the history of Kiss, this release, Kiss Alive 3, it'd be a really good one to pick up just to get a copy of that you could, you know, lay out in front of you and really read. Going over the credits here, we'll go ahead and try and scan film over most of this, so you can do some pausing and get a look if you want. But I think it's really cool, the extra artwork that's included in here. I think these are the tour booklets, the covers of the tour booklets that came out over the years. So that's kind of cool to see. And then there are some extra credits given here to you know, people that assisted with the production. Very cool in my opinion. And then looking at the disc itself, we've got a just a red lettering, and then making it to the back, and we've got the list of songs again. We'll go over this time: Creatures of the Night, Deuce, I Just Wanna, Unholy, Heaven's on Fire, Watching You, Domino, I Was Made for Loving You, I Still Love You, Rock and Roll All Night, Lick It Up, Forever, I Love It Loud, I love that song, Detroit, Rock City, God Gave Rock and Roll to You, and the Stars Spangled Banner, Bruce Kulick version. And that's a really good version. That's a really cool. This disc is worth the price of admission just for that, in my personal opinion. So, we're going to have to wrap this episode up there. Hope you come back for the next one. We'll pick up with Kiss Unplugged and the return of Ace and Peter. Have a wonderful rockin' day.